Thank you for your interest in gospel outreach in Malawi. It's estimated that around half of the 22 million population in Malawi is under the age of 16. What an opportunity to save lives from sin, not just souls from hell. We hope this video will answer most of your questions. However, please contact us should you need further information. Who are the organisers? This trip is being organised by Southern Africa Literature Trust, a UK-registered charity run by believers who are fully committed to the spread of the Gospel and New Testament assembly principles. The UK trustees are Stephen and Gail Harper, who are commended to the Lord's work in Malawi, Jim and Janet McMaster, who are commended to the Lord's work in North East England, and Sarah Bond, a lecturer in nursing with Ulster University. Where are we going? The outreach will be centred on the Tondwe area in southern region of Malawi, where SALT is constructing a resource centre. Accommodation will be in the nearby university city of Zomba, formerly the colonial capital of Malawi. When are we going? The main outreach will take place between the 7th and the 16th of August 2023, but you're welcome to extend your stay before or after those dates by prior arrangement with the organisers. You're encouraged to find time to enjoy some of Malawi's excellent game viewing hospitality. What will we be doing? We will be involved in gospel literature distribution, open air, prison and village evangelism. The actual activities that we undertake will depend upon the mix of people and abilities available, and there will be an emphasis on children's outreach. Although there are many vernacular languages spoken in Malawi, the majority language is Chichewa. Many people are able to speak English in the urban areas, and we also have good translators on hand. We will prioritise good times of fellowship together with daily devotionals when we will be able to encourage one another from the Word of God. We really want this to be a very enjoyable and a profitable experience. So, who is eligible to take part? This trip is open to any believer with a genuine interest in the spread of the gospel and the ability to work well with other Christians. We expect that each participant will be in active, happy fellowship in a local assembly and have their commendation in this venture. In the interests of harmony within the group, we may, at our sole discretion, decline the application of any person we believe would be unsuitable. Under 18s are not usually eligible unless accompanied. Who will you be working with? You'll be working with experienced missionaries to Malawi and selected local believers who have their confidence. You will not be left without appropriate supervision and support. What about accommodation? For this trip, we had hoped to be able to offer accommodation at our own facility at Saidi, but unfortunately that has not been built yet. Basic but comfortable accommodation will be provided in a bed and breakfast lodge in the nearby city of Zomba. All meals will be provided. Bedding and towels will also be provided. What about health requirements? You should be in generally good mental and physical health and fit to travel. Please be aware of the risk of malaria and take appropriate precautions. We will endeavour to ensure you have a mosquito net. However, you should consult your GP, family doctor, about an appropriate course of anti-malarial prophylaxis and other necessary vaccinations, as well as any existing health conditions. Please be aware that some people find it emotionally difficult to cope with the levels of poverty and suffering evident in Malawi. At present, the government of Malawi requires all visitors who are not fully vaccinated against COVID-19 to present a negative PCR test on arrival. This is, of course, subject to change at short notice. Regarding your personal safety, Malawi is relatively peaceful and crime-free. However, it is always wise to take sensible precautions. You will receive advice on this nearer the time, but you should be very aware of creating opportunities for opportunistic thieves. If a valuable item is not really necessary, then please consider leaving it at home. Dietary issues. Although you may not be able to get many of your favourite treats in Malawi, we will as far as possible prepare local ingredients in a way that looks and tastes like food you're used to at home. You will have opportunity to sample local dishes if you wish to do that. It's essential that you tell us if you have any special dietary requirements so that we can advise you whether or not we will be able to accommodate them. Will there be any leisure time? Yes, absolutely. There will be appropriate free leisure time during our stay in Malawi, and we will organise 1 or 2 optional sightseeing trips and a trip to a local national park for big game viewing. How much will it cost? We will subsidise the trip to cap the cost of accommodation and food at $40 £30 per day. Apart from this subsidy, we will also incur significant expenses associated with transport and printing, etc. So if you feel that you're able to voluntarily contribute more than this, we will be very grateful. You will have to pay for the cost of your travel to and from Malawi and any leisure trips or excursions before or after the outreach. Insurance and visa requirements. We require proof of adequate travel insurance to cover the cost of emergency treatment while you're in Malawi and or repatriation in case of serious accident or illness. Visas are required for most foreign nationals and can be obtained online at a cost of approximately $75. The processing of these can be a bit slow, so you're advised to apply well in advance. Please note, however, there is a limit imposed on how far in advance you can do this. Visas can sometimes be obtained on arrival, but the rules change from time to time, and it's better to apply online if possible. Travel arrangements. You will have to pay your own air travel costs to and from Malawi. To be honest, options are somewhat limited. For participants from the British Isles, we may be able to help arrange this for you with Ethiopian Airlines from either Dublin, Manchester, or London via Addis Ababa. Flights can normally be secured on payment of a deposit. If connecting flights are necessary to or from your local airport, you should make these arrangements yourself, or we may be able to make them for you through our agents. Participants making their own travel arrangements should confirm plans with the organisers before actually booking. Suitable arrival and departure days will be specified in due course. How do I apply? To assist us with planning, please apply online as soon as possible. Even a tentative response will be helpful and will ensure you are kept informed as things develop. Details are available at southernafricaliteraturetrust.com/MGO-2023.